We doing it?
Welcome back. Let's Still Whiskey. I'm Devin.
I'm Vince.
I'm also here, Rich.
He was a little late, but it's all right. Today we're reviewing the Keeper's release from Maker's Mark. This is 2025's wood finishing series that we thought was going to go away, but came back last year, and now it's another one.
Please
Now
be
it's
as
another
good.
one.
Please
And we're
be as
excited
good.
about it.
Be as good as a heart release. Just be as good as a heart release. Yeah, so let's see, this episode, Maker's Mark 2025, Keeper's Release. This one is 109.3. This is release 2 of 5. So wait a minute, heart release is 1 of 5?
That would be what that means, yeah.
Is that what that means?
I'm just
So that
curious.
means
There's 3 more after this.
that means that there's 3 more years to be excited about.
Yeah.
So Devin,
I honestly just want this to be as good as the heart
do you think
release.
you're going to keep it?
Probably.
Okay. Let's find out.
Yeah, no, it was interesting because when the wood finishing series was at 2023, it was supposed to be done. BEP was done.
Yep.
And then
That's right, I remember that. We did
then
the
they're
BEP
like,
episode.
hey, look it, we got it again, and it's new. And then we're doing another set.
In a new bottle, so therefore
Yeah.
we're going to mark it up.
And then they're like, here's the different lost recipes.
Yeah.
And we're going to do those too.
I will tell you, I for one.
And all of a sudden we're buying way more makers than we thought we would.
The whole license plate thing was
That was not fun.
overwhelming for me.
I agree. Oh, this is...
So I'm excited.
hello.
I like what they're doing now.
Yeah.
And the old, not the old, but the last one was.
Yeah,
A
I like the
slam
story.
dunk.
The story they attach to it. So like this one, they call it the Keeper's Release because they're giving an homage or tipping a hat
Homage?
to
Fancy.
Yeah,
You're
tipping
getting fancy.
Tipping a hat to the keepers
must-
of
you
the
must-
barrels.
you must
So
have
the
went to
ones that go
college.
around,
Oh, I
they're
see.
rotating them, they're
I see.
attending to them, like all the different things.
Hand rotated barrels. You know that?
Yeah,
It's all
what it
hand
says.
rotated barrels.
I know. That's the
So they go
that's
in
the
and they
keepers.
just
That's the keepers.
Yep.
rotate.
That's the
Hey, cheers to you, keepers.
Yeah.
seriously, yeah, I guess.
Hopefully this is good because if not, then you suck at your job.
Wow.
I mean,
it is on them.
Okay.
if this
They
was
did a good job keeping the last.
They
release.
did.
They definitely are spinning your whiskey next time. So this is so on the nose. I would say this is a lot of obviously wheated creaminess, but also very much graham cracker.
Yeah.
To me, very really nice vanilla, but also graham cracker.
I get that graham cracker for sure.
Yeah, what they've been doing
lot of vanilla.
with the wood finishings altogether is
It
just
seems like it's going to be different than last.
Toasted sweetness.
yeah, the other
the
one
mocha
was it was
release.
more well the mocha was the lost recipe and that was definitely more chocolatey.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, the keepers, not the keepers.
Sorry, that was a little bit aggressive.
That was a little bit much. You got a little bit
Yeah,
extra excited.
I did.
But okay.
The heart release was still kind of on that chocolatey side, the chocolatey creaminess. We'll see if this is more of the oaky, toasty side.
The keeper. It's bold oak, they say. All right.
Oh snap! I like that. I like that. There's a little bit of funkiness right on the very finish, but I like it otherwise. I might need to just get into it a bit more, but I like that creamy, toasted, almost marshmallowy.
Yeah,
like
it's-
think not graham cracker. What am I thinking of? S'mores.
S'mores.
Which have graham crackers in
It's definitely got that typical toasted
Yeah,
double oak.
yeah, it's definitely
kind
not as unlike that chocolatey tastiness of the other ones. That's good. It's the wood finishing. Like I don't know, whatever they do with the
is a funk right
American
in the
oak
end, though.
staves is really good.
Right? Is that just me?
I don't think I'm getting a funk. I wouldn't say.
I like it until the very finish.
I don't have anything negative to say.
How much
about
is
the
this?
finish.
I think it's like $75 is MSRP.
75?
Yeah, I haven't seen it going. Like I think like some people were trying to mark it up secondary for a little bit, but now it's just kind of like finding it in your area. Which, hey, guess what? Utah doesn't have.
I would also say this is harsher than it really should be at 109 proof.
Yeah.
This does not.
It might be more of the like tannics from like the oak, maybe.
I don't know that I would agree with that
Maybe.
statement.
The more I drink this, the less I like it, actually.
Interesting.
Yeah, I should also caveat that with. Although I did really like the heart release. Not a big fan of makers in general.
Yeah, you don't like the weededs.
Yeah. So, that said.
I will say it's not as like the sweetness of the previous ones, right?
No, I don't think this is good.
No, it's definitely got the you can taste the wood finishings.
Here's what I'm going to say. Not to cut you off.
It's almost a little bit.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Finish your statement.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not as good as the other one.
I don't think it's as unique as the other ones.
I don't think there's anything unique about the other ones. It's just like chocolatey goodness.
I don't know.
Chocolatey goodness in a bottle.
The lost recipe. I mean, yeah, them calling that mocha was spot on.
Yeah.
Like,
That's true. That's true. This one they
just
called
tastes
it.
to me
They
like
called
a
it
toasted.
bold oak toasted sweetness.
which I think it fits. Like, it's
That is
sweet.
what it is.
It's sweet.
That is exactly what it
There's
is.
toasted, and the bold oak is
Sharper. It's sharper
And
though.
I think that's the bold oak.
And okay, so whatever the bold oak is, I'm not a fan. I also think the toasted sweetness. It's got some sweetness. It's got some creaminess. But I also think like if it's a s'more, the marshmallow has been burnt. Not in,
Oh, wow.
right.
Yeah, I feel that.
Like
I'm sorry.
That was a
you
long-
really
that.
pulled that out.
I'm just saying, like,
It
yeah.
was like revelation. Vince is like,
Oh.
mind blown. Marshmallow that's burnt.
It does taste like a burnt marshmallow.
Right?
Yeah.
Where it got held
And
over
I'm
the
not
fire.
a burnt marshmallow guy. I like them golden and creamy on the inside.
Write that down. What about?
He likes golden marshmallow. Hot take.
Let's move on.
But it does. It's got the vanilla. It's got the graham cracker.
Yeah.
I just think it's pretty sharp. I think that there's a funk on the end. I think it's burnt marshmallow. This is not as good as several of the makers that I think we've had in a while.
Yeah. All
So
right.
what about grades?
You hate it.
Angry person.
F. Rich gives it an F.
Oh, I thought you were
Going down to the.
We've not given an F yet.
I think we
did
have.
proper 12.
I think
No,
we
proper
have.
12 was before
I think we have.
graded.
I would say I would pass.
Okay, what grade is
I would
that?
give that a D.
Wow. That's rough. I would not go that harsh.
No, I'm gonna say C.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? What would you do?
I'll go C.
You should have went C minus.
It's a C.
Okay. What about value
Makes it easier
at
for me on post-edit.
$75?
$75.
Yeah. What would you do?
This one is probably just a C for me. Last year's and then the Lost Recipe would have been definitely a B, A, go for it, keep buying it as much as I can. But this one's definitely buy it one more time, just one time. Caveat, because I like having them all.
Right, which makes it not count.
Gotta
because
get
you
them all.
always will buy them all.
Good thing there's two other people here.
So, what would you do on this value-wise? $75
You'd buy one.
$75 is not an expensive bourbon.
anymore. Anymore.
It's not.
Dude, I remember the time when I called him. I'm at the liquor store. I'm like, bro, I'm thinking of buying this. He goes, no, you should buy this. I said, that's $65.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, you're just going to need to get right on over that.
Yeah.
And then I did, and now look at how
Yeah.
that turned out.
It's a C minus.
That felt,
But it's almost a C.
that felt painful.
But here's the thing. The reason it's a C minus is
Sure.
I would buy it. Given the opportunity, I would buy it. After tasting it, I would buy it. There would be a bit of regret, but I would still do it. I would still do it.
I would buy it and then regret it on purpose.
Yeah.
I think that's a D.
Oh,
D on value.
What did he go
D
with?
on experience. Double D. I think that
yeah.
that is not your best decision. I would not buy that. If that was for sale right now at $75, I would pass. Why? Because there are other better whiskeys for $75.
Not many.
Not many, but there are.
The funny thing is when this comes into Utah, you're like,
He's gonna buy it.
it's right here. Hey, I'll buy it. Anyways, this is still whiskey.
Dang it!
Let us know what you think of this one. Do you like the wood finishing series? I mean, I've got a lot of them. Like, we've talked about this all the time, but
You're
we'll
gonna
never do
keep
it. I'm going to keep it. It's the keeper's release. I got to keep it. Said so.
Are you going to keep it with your heart?
It's going to be right next to my heart with the lostness in between. See you later.
Bye.